Hey guys, Monochrome here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, welcome. Genuinely good to have you. Today we're taking a look at the Klarus P20 II AAA Penlight. We're going to go over what I like about it, what I don't, and we'll see if maybe this is a good penlight for you. Now, I do EDC this penlight, however, I have it clipped to the outside of my sling pack. It has 3 output levels, low, medium, and high. The highest one, 230 lumens for 34 minutes. Now guys, keep in mind those are emitter lumens, not out the front, so you're going to get quite a bit less output and less runtime. That's just how it is, unfortunately. But the main thing that I really like about this penlight is that you're not stuck with pre-programmed settings. On a lot of II AAA penlights, it's either medium, low, high, or low, medium, high, and you're just stuck with those, and you end up buying whichever penlight has the pre-programmed settings that you prefer. Well, guess what? This guy has a memory feature. That's right. Whatever output you used last time, that is what the light will switch on in the very next time you use it. So if you're someone who wants your penlight to always switch on in low mode first, no problem. If you prefer medium mode first, no problem. And if you're someone like me and you want high mode first, hey, no problem. There's the 230 rated lumens, and there's my camera compensating for the output. So yeah, and I'd say that is the flashlight's #1 selling feature. You can basically have it your way. You want your II AAA LED penlight switching on in low mode every single time? You got it. Medium mode every single time, you got it. High mode, you got it. So that is the #1 selling feature. Biggest advantage. Biggest disadvantage? I'll cover that a little later. Let's start with a top to bottom look at this light. Now that is not a rubberized boot. That is an aluminum alloy cover. So you get a, right off the bat, much more durable tail cap switch. Now that might not be an issue for you, but I know for a fact that some people have complained that they don't like Clicky penlights because they keep wearing out the rubberized boot. Some people use their penlights a lot. So that's not a problem with this one because you get an aluminum alloy tail cap switch. Very durable. Certainly a lot more durable than a rubber boot. Now the tail cap assembly itself, as you can see, it tapers and it's smooth. So that's not going to appeal to some of you because, yeah, tapers, smooth, not exactly the best combination for pulling out of a pocket unless we're talking a very thin seam shirt pocket. Also not helping the situation as we go further is that clip, which is literally one of the tightest I have ever encountered on a flashlight. And that's saying a lot considering I have a massive flashlight collection with the vast majority of them having carry clips on them. So yeah, that clip is ridiculously stiff. Ridiculously stiff. And some of you might think, well, it's also fragile. Actually, though, this is a wraparound clip. However, it wraps around on the inside of the tail cap assembly. That's right, this portion unscrews and the clip itself is wraparound. So if you snag this on something and it gets bent out of shape, you can unscrew the tail cap, remove an O-ring, and then bend this back into shape and screw it back down. There is a little groove right there, which is practically impossible to see. So make sure to line up the clip with that little groove, otherwise you won't be able to screw down that tail cap all the way. Also not helping with the ridiculously tight clip and the difficulty in pulling it out of a pocket is this very aggressive, definitely not for show, but very functional square checkering. That is just excellent, absolutely excellent. Unfortunately, it's directly underneath the clip. Yeah. And sadly, moving further down, this portion of the body is nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. Klarus got the checkering ass backwards. They did, because this portion should be down here and this portion should be up here. Because down here is where most of your fingers will be, and that helps with grip. And up here is where the clip will be. So you want this portion underneath the clip nice and smooth, so you can pull it out easier from a pocket. Seriously, I don't know what Klarus was thinking. This is just ass backwards. Going further down, the smoothness continues as these two grooves are just for show. Moving down, you have a stainless steel bezel, and this is going to be very hard to see. Let me try to angle it. Okay, I think you can see it there. Yes, there is a diffuser. There we go. There's the diffuser in front of the LED. Now, even though this light is geared for flood instead of throw, you do get surprisingly good throw from this light. Obviously not a massive amount, but surprisingly good considering it has a diffuser up front. And yes, that bezel ring is stainless steel. So, other than the ridiculously tight clip, what's the biggest disadvantage? Well, let me show you. There we go. High mode. Here are the batteries I have in here. 2 AAA Energizer alkaline. The reason for that, and maybe this is just my sample, but I seriously doubt it, it doesn't work with rechargeables. And I know that's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of you. Let me prove that point. Here's another 2 AAA LED Penlight. It works. Now I'm going to do this on camera. This one unscrews from the middle, and I might do a review of this light sometime in the future. Let me just pull these out. Now, these are not the absolute best rechargeables on the market, but they work well for me. Yeah. I think you guys can make out the word rechargeable, even though my camera is refusing to focus on that word. But okay, again, everything on camera. Here's the Klarus. There's the batteries, the rechargeables. Screw this down. And doesn't work. It does not work with rechargeables. The other Penlight does. Every single other Penlight that I own does. This one doesn't. And just to prove my point, I mean, it's not as though what we're dealing with here, as you can see on camera, both the Energizer and the rechargeable are exactly the same height. As you can clearly see here, they are exactly the same height. So it's not as though the rechargeable is smaller than the Energizer. They're the very same height. But for some bizarre reason, the Klarus refuses to work with rechargeables. Now, like I said, maybe that's just my sample, but I highly doubt it. So, biggest advantage, you can program, well, technically you can program the Klarus. Whatever mode you switch it off the last time, the next time you turn it on, it will be that mode. So, big advantage there. Big disadvantage, as you clearly saw, it does not work with rechargeable batteries. So, I mean, I don't know what Klarus was thinking. Alkalines, no problem. Rechargeables, problem. And I know that for a lot of you, that is going to be a deal breaker, and I don't blame you. There's the alkaline, there's the Klarus. It works. Will not work with rechargeables. So please keep that in mind. I mean, overall, if you don't mind the insanely tight clip, if you don't mind the fact that it doesn't work with rechargeables, this is actually, overall, a really good choice. If either one of those two things is a deal breaker for you, look elsewhere. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Please continue to stay safe out there. It's still dangerous.